A proposal to create a garden of remembrance for Diana, Princess of Wales, at Kensington Palace has run into fierce opposition. Some local residents fear the estimated 5 million visitors it could attract each year will make their lives a misery.
More than 4 months after Princess Diana's death, Kensington Palace is still a focal point for people who want to pay their respects. But some local residents describe the Royal Parks Agency's proposal for a permanent memorial garden there as a recipe for disaster. They fear a repeat of the scenes which followed Diana's death and are worried that huge crowds will bring extra noise, congestion and litter. The plans provoked a mixed reaction.
I think it's a good memorial to Diana, being old neighbours.
It would spoil the peace of the whole park, you know. There should be far too many people to cater for.
I would definitely recommend there should be something put up in this area. And I don't think that the influx of people will be all at once. It'll be over a period of in a year.
The memorial garden is just one of 7,000 different ideas for honouring her memory. But English Heritage has joined the row, warning that a garden must fit in with the palace setting and not be turned into a theme park. Catherine Cross, Newsroom South East, Kensington.
Well, now sport, and Chelsea go behind at home to Coventry but end up with all 3 points. West Ham put 6 past Barnsley, but Tottenham are pointless at Old Trafford, while Palace still failed to win at home, even against Everton. In Division 1, Charlton overcome leaders Middlesbrough, and in rugby's Tetley's Bitter Cup, London Scottish just miss out to the might of Bath. And in tennis's Qatar Open, both Greg Rosetsky and Tim Henman go out in the quarter-finals. But now confirmation of today's results, starting with the FA Carling Premiership. Arsenal 2, Leeds 1, Arsenal go 5th. Chelsea 3, Coventry 1, Chelsea go 2nd. Crystal Palace 1, Everton 3, Liverpool 2, Wimbledon 0. Manchester United 2, Tottenham 0. West Ham 6, Barnsley 0. In the Nationwide League Division 1, Charlton 3, Middlesbrough 0, Charlton go 3rd. Huddersfield 5, Oxford United 1. Ipswich 0, Queen's Park Rangers 0, Reading 1, Bury 1. In Division 2, Brentford 2, Millwall 1, Burnley 2, Watford 0. Bad result for Watford, who drop into 2nd place. Carlisle 5, Southend 0, Luton 3, Blackpool 0, Preston 1, Gillingham 3, Wrexham 0, Fulham 3, Wickham 1, Wigan 2. In Division 3, Barnet 0, Rotherham 0, and Cardiff 1, Leyton Orient 0. Well, for the lower leagues, it was the first round of the FA Trophy. Boreham Wood of the Ryman League took on Chelmsford of the Dr Martins League. The home side, Boreham Wood, had the best of the first half, keeping up the pressure on a Chelmsford defence which had conceded 2 early goals. But Chelmsford came back strongly in the second half when Riley pulled one back for the visitors. The appearance of former England and Chelsea player Kerry Dixon helped spur on Boreham Wood to victory. 2-1 then, they go through to round 2. Well, vastly improved weather conditions from this time last weekend, which led to the postponement of a number of Rugby Union's Tetley's Bitter Cup 4th round matches. 2 of our clubs played their rescheduled ties this afternoon. No further progress for them, I'm afraid. Bath beat London Scottish 24-23 and Rugby beat Reading 26-17. 3 matches tomorrow in the Allied Dunbar Premiership 1. Newcastle play London Irish, Saracens play Harlequins and Wasps play Gloucester. That all to come tomorrow. That's it from us for today. We'll be back again tomorrow at about 6:05. Hope you can join us then. In the meantime, good evening.
In congratulating the BBC on their 75th birthday, I find it difficult to believe that I did my first broadcast in 1923. And in those days we worked in very cramped studios in Savoy Hill. I'm glad to think that I have worked so many years in radio because it's an interesting field. In those days we used to call it the wireless. And I would like to pay a belated tribute to my brother Val, who was head of drama at the BBC for many years and was generous and enthusiastic and helped me a great deal. I'm still rather sentimental and romantic-minded. I still rather like plays in which people wave handkerchiefs and fight duels for beautiful ladies.
Sharpening his scissors in half an hour, Nicky Clark joins Jim Davidson for the Generation Game. Before that on BBC1, the battle lines are drawn at Grace Brothers.